Hi, my Tubies, my Teletubbies. It's Sheila Truelove, and today we're going to be talking about toxic people and how they like to gaslight you. Gaslighting is when people try to make you feel like you're the one who's crazy. They want you to second guess yourself. They try to make it seem like something is wrong with you, and that is a form of manipulation. Anyway, we're going to be here with Ace Metaphor, which is like one of my favorite tubers. And he's helping you to recognize these type of people. So let's listen in to help us learn how to identify these toxic monsters, if you will, demons, actually, demons. Anyway, let's listen in.
That's, sis, that man ain't loving you. That man is gaslighting you, and I need you to understand the difference. See, here's the thing. When a person loves you, they love you with their words and actions. Both of those things will align. They will not disagree and conflict with each other. The problem is you with a person that loves you with his words and not his actions. Everything he say is contradicted by his behaviors, and you stay anyway. You know why? Because you have been gaslighted. This person has learned to manipulate you with words so much so that you question your own reality. And for people out there, I need you to understand something. It can happen to any of us. Any of us is subject to being gaslighted if we don't pay attention to actions.
Yep.
You understand me? Because let me tell you something about a gaslighter. They will lie straight to your face and have no shame about it. So much so, like the lie is what it's. You know what they say, bold-faced lie. It's such a bold-faced lie because they boldly facing your face and lying to you. They boldly facing your face and lying to you with no shame, super confident with the lie too, right? Super duper confident with the lie to your face so much so you be like, well, maybe I didn't see him having sex in our bed today. Maybe I'm tripping. Have you ever been with a liar that lies so good that you question whether or not you saw what you saw, even though you saw it with your own eyes? See, here's the thing about a gaslighter. They will lie and deny. They will lie, deny, and deflect every single time. How come it's always your fault with that gaslighter, right? It's always your fault. They will convince you that their behavior and their inconsistency is normal. You're the one with the problem. It ain't that they acting suspicious, it's that you can't trust. It ain't that they're actually being unfaithful, it's that you started gaining weight. It ain't that they got anger problems, it's you make them mad. And I know what people are thinking right now. People are like, why would you ever listen to somebody that's blatantly lying to you and gaslight you? The problem is those people are so good at what they do, they will wear you down with those lies. If you choose to stay and listen, this is why you have to pay attention to words. Not words, but actions. You gotta make sure somebody loves you with their words, but also loves you with their actions. I said it before, love don't hurt, y'all. Love does not.
I absolutely agree with him when he says you have to look at the actions opposed to their words. That's why my love language can never be words of affirmation, because to me that's similar to pimp talk. Pimps will always be able to say the right things to you. They know what you want to hear. That's why my love language is acts of service. My love language is gifts. My love language is quality time spent with me when it comes to my children. When it comes to the man, it's gifts and acts of service. They could keep their words. I don't need you to tell me I'm beautiful. I don't need that. I have a mirror. I know what I look like. I don't need you to tell me how sexy I am. Look, as far as I'm concerned, anytime you can have a dude busting nuts, I don't care what your body look like. I don't care what your breasts look like, how big your behind is, how fat you are, how skinny or thin you are. If this man is having orgasms with you, then you are more than sexy enough. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, I am sexy enough for any decent man. I have never had a man leave my bedroom or my bed without having gone to the promised land. So I know I'm sexy. You know you're sexy anytime you got him busting nuts. Okay? But like Ace Metaphor says, you have got to make sure that the words match their action. If those two things don't match, don't do it to yourself, sis. I mean my tubies, my Teletubbies. A lot of people be calling me auntie, but that's fine. You know? Anyway, let's go back.
Hurt. And the thing about it is, some of you guys are loving people that only know how to hurt you. And they, again, trick you in believing that that's normal, that you see accepted, right? And what do? You allow them to make you believe that what they're doing is actually part of loving you. That is part of the 1,000 free throws. That is normal, that you see accepted. That matter of fact, you the one that need therapy. Matter of fact, you the one that got mommy and daddy issues. Matter of fact, you the one that got anger issues. This is what that person will do if you allow them to. And let me tell you another thing a gaslighter would do before I get to y'all questions. A gaslighter will seem perfect to everybody else. Won't they? Won't that person seem perfect to your family and your friends? So much so that when you are telling your friends what they did, they don't even believe. They're like, no, not Johnny.
Yup.
And let me tell you, I'm gonna go a little further. Let me tell you what else they do. What else they do is, hold on 1 second, you guys. What else they do is they try to get other people on their side, right? They try to get your mom and your dad on their side. They try to get your best friend on their side. They try to get mutual friends to side more with them than they do with you. And they try to leverage that loyalty to them against you. They reason because your mom likes them that you should put up with their behavior. They reason that the mutual friend that you have together feels like they're in the right. And it makes you doubly doubt your sanity. But the same lies that gaslighter will tell you is the same lies that will tell your friends. You understand me? So I want you to understand this. People will love bomb you and put you on a pedestal just to set the gaslight that thing on fire if you let them. I wish I could sit here and tell you that everybody that steps you got pure intentions. But it ain't. It's some people that ain't never been real a day in their life. All they know is fake. All they know is deception. All they know is counterfeit. All they know is lies. And they step to you with it. This is why I want you to be patient when you date. I don't want you to fall in love with people quick. Because ain't that the problem? Don't you give your heart to people before you truly know who they are? And here you are, by the time you figure out that this is fool's gold, they done got you in their trap. They done, what? No. Matter of fact, by the time you figure out it's a wolf in sheep's clothing, they got their teeth in your ass, fam. In your ass, fam. Whole teeth, whole ass. And this is why I want you guys to be cautious, be patient. Because guess what? You can tell the difference between real and fake when you allow enough time. You allow time to show you the difference. So until enough time has passed, you have to keep your heart on the leash. No more falling in love in a month. No more letting him sweep you off your feet in a month and a half. No more allowing him to sprint his way into your life.
I agree with him 1000%. I personally believe in lucky number 7 because in the Bible, 7 symbolizes completeness, 7 symbolizes perfection. So I don't believe in sleeping with anyone before 7 months. That's just me. Now, I have been married 2.5 times. Now, my second husband, I slept with him after 4 months because I knew for sure that I was going to marry this dude. Actually, I didn't want to get married to him. A gunshot, I was, but this is someone who I knew I was going to marry, but it even took him 4 months. The reason why I married the men that I did is because they were the ones who were willing to go to church with me. They were willing to have Bible studies with the brother. They were willing to have family Bible studies because they knew that without Bible studies and going to Christian meetings, they would not be with Sheila Truelove. I had standards and I definitely had boundaries. And that's another reason why I chose the 3 men that I took seriously in my life, that I married or was engaged to be married to, because they knew that I wanted to live a Christian lifestyle. And so they got on board to do what I needed. They got on board. My second husband, he was even giving Bible talks on the platform. He was studying for like 5 years and going to every Christian meeting mostly and giving Bible talks on the platform, joined the Theocratic Ministry School and all the above. Because he knew for a fact that he would not be with me. But unfortunately, it wasn't reaching their heart. They was just going through the motions just to hang on to me. You know, I wanted to live, and I do. I live a Christian lifestyle. I am not interested in living a satanic lifestyle or living like a heathen. People who claim and profess that they believe in God and Christ, but they're living like heathens. And that's not what I was interested in. But like I said, my deal breaker was, you cheated on Sheila Truelove, you're done. You are so done. Because I don't tolerate that. I don't tolerate drug usage. I don't tolerate cheating. I don't tolerate nobody putting their hands on me. Ever. The first time they do these things, it's the last time.
You better tell him it's a marathon, fam. Because y'all too good at lying. And I ain't saying you gotta sit here and disbelieve people. I ain't saying you gotta be up here, you lying to me. See, you like, nah, I ain't saying you gotta do that. I'm just saying, if you think that man is dope, cool. Just let time validate that. Because we all know once you get your heart involved, now it's hard to move forward.
Yep.
Now it's hard.
Yep, absolutely.
To recognize signs. Because you're no longer thinking with your brain, you are thinking with your heart. Words.
And that's another point that people need to start paying attention to. Because people are always telling you to follow your heart, follow your heart. But what did the one who designed us, what did the one who designed and created us tell us to do? The Bible tells you that your heart is treacherous. Your heart is desperate. Your heart is dangerous. So that's the last thing you should ever follow. You're always supposed to follow your mind because your mind is logical. Your heart is emotional. It's feelings. Feelings over facts. Not a good idea.
And actions have to be aligned. And I said this earlier in the week. You do not have to date by yourself. You do not have to date by yourself. One more time. You do not have to date by yourself. You know what that means? That means even if you have trouble trusting your intuition, surround yourself with other wise, knowledgeable women in your life that you can trust. Bring those people that you are falling head over heels for, or heels over head. What is it? Is it head over heels? Is it heels over head? I don't know. Head over heel. Jack and Jill went up a hill.
It's head over heels in love. And like he said, it is wise, since you feel you can't really trust your own intuition. It's wise for you to bring other women and ask for their viewpoint on matters, because you're not seeing things clearly. You have your heart involved. But you have a lot of women who, they're the first thing out of their mouth, well, she's just jealous. She's single and she don't want me to have anyone. She wants me to be miserable like you. No, baby, look. I could never be jealous of women who are married this day and age. In fact, I feel so sorry for them. My heart cries for them because I know that they're doing the most. Remember, I'm an advice coach. I know what goes on behind closed doors. I'm hearing the women in pain and suffering. Pain, misery, suffering, PMS. So most of the time, a lot of these women are telling you the truth, and you need to listen up. You really do. Because they're not out there just to hurt you, especially if it's someone who is your friend. Like, I have the same 3 friends that I've had since I was 16. Samara, Amparo, Teresa, and Anna. Those are my 3 main friends, and I recently have another good friend who I recently met. I think we've been hanging for like over a year, and that's Lisa. And these are people who are consistent. These are people who, even though we live far apart, but we do breakfast. Like Saturday, we have breakfast. I have breakfast with some of my best friends we do it through Zoom, or we do it through WhatsApp with the video chat. At 10 o'clock, we know Saturday, we have breakfast. They're sitting at the table eating breakfast. I'm eating breakfast. We laughing, we giggling, we talking. So we stay connected. And if we're not on the phone video chatting, we're texting each other every single day or every other day. So it's important for you to have good women in your life who you can trust and who's going to see things clearly, and they're going to tell you the truth about those relationships that you're in.
So fetch a pail of water. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Look, let me tell you what happens. Everybody on here gonna think that you will never fall for a person that gaslights. Until that person come disguised as everything you ever hoped and prayed for. That person is inside the box of the thing you prayed for. You know why? They've learned to disguise themselves as the guy of your dreams. And sometimes we so eager because we just prayed to God. We like, God, send me the right person, that the next person that ring your doorbell, you like, that must be him. But guess what? The devil hear those prayers too.
Yep.
The devil see you on Tinder swiping left and right too.
That's right.
He see you on the little websites. He see you on the little websites. You know the little websites y'all be on? Yeah, he be seeing you on the websites. Yeah. You know what you be searching. You know what's in your search history. He don't care if you delete your cookies. He see that you want somebody eating your cookies. He be seeing.
And that's another good point that he just made, my Tubies, my Teletubbies. The same way you are asking God to send you your Boaz, Satan, the devil, sees what you're asking for as well. He sees you on Plenty of Fish, Black People Meet, Tinder, well, Grinders pretty much for if you're gay or whatever. But he sees you on, what is that? Those older people dating sites. He sees you on Facebook and in your DMs and all the above. And like I said, in one of several of my previous videos, the Bible says what God has put together, let no one pull apart or put asunder. Not what Satan has put together. And majority of these relationships this day and age, Satan, the devil, is putting these relationships together. The divorce rate has gone up. The separation rate is sky high. Isn't it clear that Jehovah God, Jesus Christ, did not put a hand in putting these relationships together? And like Ace metaphor is saying, Satan, the devil, sees what you're looking for. He knows what you're asking for. And keep that in mind. It's very important for you to meditate and turn the TV off, turn off your electronics, and lay in your bed and do some meditation and think thoroughly about these things.
And I'll tell you one thing. Men and women, but we're talking about men right now, from the beginning of time, has been used as tools to distract you. Used as tools to distract you. And that's why I say you have to practice patience. I know you want your marriage and your white picket fence and your dog named Toto right now. I'm like, I want it now. Not now, but right now. So much so, you start getting up in age. You know? You had patience when you were 20. Now you're 34. You're like, oh no, Ace, you be talking this patience stuff. I don't know about that, Ace. You know what I'm saying? With the patience. You know what I'm saying? The clock ticking, Ace. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was feeling you until you said patience. But I want you guys to understand that is your best defense. Can you have a 90-day rule for your heart? You guys have a 90-day rule for sex. And you know you don't make it to 90 days. Trust me. I ain't made it to 90 days in so long. Y'all be like, 90 days. That's the goal. And then it turned into like 9 days. And you're like, girl, it just happened. But you have a 90-day rule for sex. But how much more important is access to your heart? I get it. You don't want to give him access to the box. Great. He has to earn access to the box. Great. But you just willy-nilly just give him free passes to your heart? As if your heart ain't more valuable?
I agree with him. That makes a lot of sense. At the same time, I keep in mind that your body is your most prized possession. Your body is your most prized possession. How do you just give away your body in 2 days, 3 days, a week, a month? What? No, 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 no. I don't. Do I understand that? No, I don't. I take. Look. When it comes to me taking care of myself sexually and making sure I have my sex partner. My sex partner is Bob. Bob takes care of me every 2 weeks, like clockwork. I don't have 1, 2 orgasms. I be having like 3 orgasms a day, and that holds me for the next week. You know, with my sex partner Bob, and I'm only with Bob. I'll talk more about Bob in the comment section. Yes, I'm always satisfied. It's a guaranteed orgasm. I don't have to worry about STDs. I don't have to worry about erectile dysfunction where he has to take pills, a pump, penis rings, injections, needing penile implants, all this. What? No, 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 no. But like he said, your heart, that means a lot. And if you have someone who's only willing to be in it for like a sprint, no, let him know this is a marathon, baby. This is a marathon. And if you're not in it for the long haul, then you're not meant to be with me. We're not meant for each other. So you either put them in your toy box as your little plaything, when you're bored and somebody you want to play with, use them for entertainment purposes. But when it comes to sharing your body and your heart with these people, no, not a good idea. Anyway, I don't want this video to be too long. And I just want to say in closing, as I always do, remember, you always have a choice. Oh, and I wanted to say also, if this person is in it for the long haul and he's not in it to just hit it and quit it, or treat you like a jump off or just a hookup, what's the rush? What's the rush? What's wrong with 7 months of taking the time to get to know each other, to get to learn about each other? If you don't plan on doing a disappearing act, what's the rush? This is Sheila True Love, truly loving you. You always have a choice. Please choose wisely. Until next time, goodbye for now.